It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, Simba Webster from his end zone. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. Caleb going to throw right away. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And
he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double digits.
Looking to throw is Williams. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, James Prochet. Fielded just inside the 30. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy. 54 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, here's Williams. Allen's got it complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 7-7, our score after 1. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore from 10 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 2nd and 10, it's Williams again. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
To the air once more, Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 50, 60 Bobcat. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 58, right away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Allen, the man in motion right. To the air, Williams. That one caught by Carter. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Carter, 42 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Flush to his right. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, it's Williams. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze from 4 yards out. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson. This one downfield for Tillman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air yet again, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, it's Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Watson on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
To throw is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Back to throw, Watson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford from 6 yards away. And the Browns have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing is Williams.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Williams going to look to throw again.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Swift. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Watson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
A pass complete to Odunze.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
They'll try and throw with Williams.
And this is caught. He hits more. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines,